evening, everyone, and welcome to historic Gallagher-Iba Arena in Stillwater, Oklahoma, as we are ready to officially start, here at least in Stillwater, the 2025-26 wrestling season. So, we're going to have a great time tonight as Oklahoma State and Stanford meet. I'm Jay Guyman, along with my analyst, Hardell Moore, former two-time All-American here at Oklahoma State. Should be some exciting matches tonight. And, of course, these two teams have coaches who haven't been in their positions all that long. Second year for Oklahoma State's David Taylor. Third in the NCAA championships last year. The Cowboys put on a strong showing. And then for Stanford, Chris Ayers, who came over from Princeton 3 years ago. He was at Lehigh as a wrestler and was four-time Ivy League Coach of the Year at Princeton. Oklahoma State leads this abbreviated series 3-0. So Stanford is 0-1 after a 19-12 loss to Utah Valley. So a couple of featured matchups tonight. At 133, you have a couple of great-looking wrestlers. Number 6, Tyler Knox for the Cardinals. Number 8, Richard Figueroa, the second for the Cowboys. Should be a good one.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one, right? Top 10 in the nation, both of those guys. Figueroa is a national champion for a couple of years ago. Tyler Knox, obviously, like Coach Ayers says, got to get to his position. This one at 165 with Hunter Garvin, two-time All-American, and a top blue-chip recruit in Ladarian Lockett. So it's going to be a lot of fun right there.
Intriguing matchup at 165. And here we go. We are ready to get it started at 125 for the Cardinal, a freshman from Delta, Ohio, Adam Matten. No matches yet. You'll notice all the Oklahoma State wrestlers, we don't even mention records because none of them wrestled a match yet. Number 2, ranked Troy Spratley, returning NCAA runner-up from Eufaula, Oklahoma. He's a redshirt junior, and we are underway. Josh Briscoe, the lead official, and Dylan Hicks is his assistant. And we're looking forward to a great night of wrestling.
Exactly, Jay, right? Crowd's here Friday night. Had a little tailgate a couple hours before. You got the Cardinal in town, and you got Spartan Plug on the mat right now trying to get after it. Go score the first 3 points on the board.
Headlock applied there by Spratley. Tried to work it originally, overhooked and trying to get to the corner. Didn't quite get there yet. Good defense by Matten.
You see what Spratley's trying to do. He's trying to create a little space with that right arm a little too deep. You kind of try to see him create a little space, but Matten's doing a good job just kind of holding position. And you don't get a stalemate here. We'll just get a fresh start.
Opening minute. Stalemate called with 2:11 left in the first. Nice crowd for a Friday night early in the year, and fans needed to come tonight. Oklahoma State does not have another home duel for 65 days.
Next year.
65 days, January the 11th. And Stanford goes on the road. Next week, a little snap by Spratley for 3.
Beautiful misdirection there. Good little lateral movement. Went to his right, cut back to his left, and at that time that he was doing that, Matten's head was down. So obviously, I don't think he had his head up where he could see Spratley's feet, but it was good work there by Spratley. Go get that first 3 points on the board.
Spratley likes to ride. He's good at it. Let's see, Matten, of course, relatively inexperienced, but he turns into Spratley, trying to get a switch. Has Spratley scrambling a bit, but now Spratley back in a better position. Good move underneath by Matten.
Yeah, Spratley was trying to get a lift there. Spratley kind of hit a little standing switch, caught that leg, but even right now in this position, Spratley's still getting riding time because nothing has changed right now. He's still in control.
He's up to almost 50 seconds right now on the riding time as they're off with 1:06 to go in the first. That 1:06, I believe, is the same number of seasons of Cowboy wrestling. I believe this is the 106th. I could be off a year. It's hard to count it the way they do it, but about 106 years. So long tradition, of course, at this school. Stanford's had some great tradition, too, with its wrestlers. Spratley pushes Matten away to make it 3-1. Riding time 52 seconds. Spratley back in on the leg. And Matten is scrambling. Goes to a double to Spratley. Now stack position. Spratley trying to clear the head. Leaning back in. Matten's got to be careful. You don't want to get the head tucked under where you could get pinned in that stack position.
Spratley's doing a good job of trying to hide his ankles. He's got one hid. Matten's kind of locked through the crotch. in that situation right there on the edge, Spradley did a good job of mat awareness, kind of knowing where he was at and trying to keep that foot in bounds. Madden just did a better job of scrambling out of that position.
32 seconds left in the first. Got a little poke in the eye there, the left eye of Madden. Trying to see if he would have a contact lens, maybe that he was trying to get situated, or maybe it came out, but not sure. Here we go. 3-1 the score. See if anybody gets in a shot in this last 20 seconds. Short time off the mat with 20. Stall warning against Madden.
And Spradley's definitely been the aggressor. Madden has been in on that I say he's been in on that single lady. He's been in that position a couple of times.
Right.
Spradley's pretty good here in this position with his hips.
But it's good to see Matt come out and fire after getting a stall warning. That's got to help him. 5 seconds remaining. Doesn't look like there'll be anybody scoring here, and time runs out. Oklahoma State has a choice in the odd matches, so it's Spradley's choice, and he chooses bottom. Let's see what Matt's strategy is on top. He's kind of a tall, rangy 125-pounder.
Yeah, a little taller, a little lankier. He's pretty good in a lot of these scramble situations too, so see if he comes with any type of tilts on top, but Spradley's just doing a good job just tripoding up, basic old tripod.
Trying to trap the head of Spradley. Went for the reverse, didn't get that, but he does get the escape. Matt was wise to bail out of that.
Yeah, it was one of those positions. There's another stall call there. Puts a point on the board for Spradley, but in that position there, Matt knew he was a little bit high. Spradley almost caught him on his back, so he decided, you know what, I need to bail out.
Ooh, low single by Spradley, converts to a double, and there's 2, 3, and he's looking for more.
Lesson learned for you young ones out there, man. As soon as you put that foot on the line, when you're walking back to the middle, whatever your reset process is, so be it. But when you put that foot on the line, you better be ready. There. Yep. Spradley caught Madden relaxing just a little bit, maybe huffing and puffing a little bit. But as soon as that foot gets on that line, you better be set, because especially on this level, you put that foot on that line, that official's gonna blow the whistle.
Suddenly 8-1, and now. I don't believe he did not give an escape, so still 8-1.
That was a little exclamation point. That's kind of what that was right there. What did Coach Taylor say, right? His message to the team was be authentic, score points. Be yourself, go score points.
Spradley gives the automatic release, 8-2 on the board, 107 riding time for Spradley. Oh, nice little snap down there. There's 3, and suddenly it's 11-2. And riding time climbing.
Right off of that 2-on-1.
And Matten's out of there, making 11-3. And just 39 seconds left in the second. Oh, Spradley around behind him again for 3 more.
Looked over at Jimmy Kennedy, told him cut him one more time, try to get this other takedown here in 25 seconds, last 25, another.
It's 4 takedowns for Spradley now, and it's 14-4 after the escape. 24 seconds left, and
I mean, you think about this, Jay, at the beginning of this period, it was 3-1 going into this period, right? Spradley escapes, makes it 4-1, then he just starts turning it on.
Low single again by Spradley, and hip block thrown in by Madden. 17 seconds left. The double by Spradley converts it. Suddenly it's 17-4. Final 10 seconds. And Spradley looks over at Coach Taylor. Madden just kind of sitting there on his base, and that'll end the second period at 17-4. Troy Spradley. Madden's choice, chooses bottom.
14 points in that period.
Yes. That's a bunch.
Well, that's a bunch, but that's also the beautiful thing about these new rules with the 3-point takedown too, right? Like, you're awarding, once again, I know we've talked about it since the rule changed a couple years back, but award the offensive guy. Award the offensive guy.
Well, he lets him go, so 17-5. A takedown here would end it with a technical fall. So let's see what Spradley's. Does he just try to get the takedown, or does he go for a big move, try to put him on his back?
He'll be smart, but if he can go get the fall, he's going to try to go get her, just get us through.
There's the takedown. 140 left in the match, so in 5 minutes, 20 seconds. 21-18. 20 to 5. They've got 21 up there. So 20 to 5. Technical fall by Spratley.
And here Spratley ended up with some of these takedowns. Just kind of lighting them up one after another, one after another. Just constant pressure, nice go behinds. That was the first one with the little lateral movement, go one way, go the other, little outside step, low level single. Finish clean and easy right there, crawling up the body. And then this last one right there. Nice match by Spratley.
And we're back in Gallagher Arena as Oklahoma State jumps to a 5-0 lead over the Stanford Cardinal with the technical fall by Troy Spratley. A 133, one of we think will be one of the highlight matches, as former NCAA champion Arizona State Richard Figueroa for the Cowboys at 133, the senior. He is going against the number 8 ranked, or rather number 6 ranked Westward. Figueroa currently rated 8. Tyler Knox, the redshirt sophomore from Stanford. He comes out and he is obviously highly ranked, number 6. Figueroa, number 8. He's from Sanger, California. Won the NCAA title 2 years ago. Had an up and down season last year, injuries, whatnot, at 125, we should say, up at 133.
And with also that, there's all the portal transfers, right? With Figueroa, Zach Ryder, Swiderski, Facundo, all those guys here, right? Right now, and to your point, Jay, Figueroa is jumping up from 125 the last couple of years to 133 pounds. Was a national champion a few years back. So, and another thing we talked about is, you know, his last couple of years, he kind of started second semester. Right?
Right.
You know, we were talking to Coach Taylor about him starting a little bit earlier this year, right? And being able to wrestle this early in the season. So I'm interested to see how that plays out as well. So this is going to be a good matchup here. Like,
whoa, Figueroa comes out blazing with a quick takedown.
It looked like almost a little. Now this is where Knox, right? Remember what Coach Ayers said back there. Knox has to get to his positions. He's awkward. He's unorthodox. He likes these scrambling positions right here. Tried to hit him with a little side roll. Now he's looking for a reversal. So this is where Figueroa's got to be careful in this position.
And there's the 2 for the reversal, 3-2.
Nice job by Knox there. Just a little side roll, grab that wrist, hit that side, start getting him into his wrestling positions and or funk, whatever you want to call it. But he is technical there for a simple reversal. Cuts that down 3-2 now.
Well, and Coach Ayers said he would love to see this be a wild, unorthodox match. He said that's really good for Tyler Knox. Good flip by Figueroa, not out of there yet, but he's going for a reverse. And he's got the 2, and he's got more. He's got a count. And he got 4, so that's a 6-point move by Figueroa.
But watch Knox again. Look where he's going.
Oh my gosh. Well,
but watch him. This is where Knox can be dangerous.
He's getting his wish, as Coach Ayers. He wanted it to be wild, and it is already. 11 points on the board in the first period, in the first minute and 15 seconds.
So here's the question. I think the question is going to be they're going to start cutting Knox. Knox is dangerous from the bottom. He's going to get in those positions and start rolling. I looked over here at Coach Taylor. He gave him the optional start to cut him.
And Knox is a redshirt sophomore from Graveland, Massachusetts, I believe. Groveland, Massachusetts. So here we go, 9-2 with the release, 9-3, Figueroa in the lead, but it looks like 9 points might not be enough in this one.
There's going to be more points scored, right? Because Knox is extremely dangerous. And Figueroa knows he's got to stay solid and stay out of his positions, which is a lot of those rolls. Like I said, reaching back and grabbing the ankle. And obviously different body types.
Duck under by Figueroa into a double. No 2 yet. Knox fighting it.
Man, Knox is crafty in these things, man.
Uh-oh, watch out here. We're rolling and rolling.
Nope. There you go. Look.
Here comes Knox. Trying to turn it in for 3 himself.
He's got that boot in, too. Whoa!
Figueroa flips all the way through. Goodness sakes, this is fun.
Oh! That was a good job by Figueroa in that position. He got his hips all the way over to the other side. Here's the replay right here, that what I was just talking about, the technique that Figueroa did. But he got his hips all the way over where Knox couldn't roll him through. That scramble kind of started there. start rolling, but Figueroa was able to get his hips all the way over and kind of cut some of that scrambling out.
Now knocks in on a single leg. Figueroa reaches through the crotch, trying to fight that over, trying to trap an ankle.
Knox has got a Turk.
Knox trying to get on top. Figueroa rolls through again, but that's about 2-3 there, and it is. So suddenly it is 9-6.
20 seconds left in the first period.
Only
man.
15 points this period.
Hey, I like it. Like, you got it. Knox is a type of wrestler you have to finish as clean as possible on
8
him.
seconds to go. Power half thrown in there by Knox, and he's going to let the time run out. So 9-6. You know, I said to Coach Ayers he wanted to be wild and unorthodox, and I said, so you want to see it end up 17-15 on a missed field goal? You remember? That might be about right.
Yeah. So just watching that first period, right? Figueroa was the aggressor on his feet. Knox scored off of Figueroa's shot. I don't think Knox ever physically took a shot where he scored, but it was all counters.
So Knox deferred. Figueroa takes bottom. Watch out here, rolling and rolling and rolling.
Figueroa's got to be careful there.
Yeah, got to be careful not to get caught on your back when you try to turn in and roll. But right here, Figueroa coming again.
Look at this. Look at this.
Hooks up the left leg but can't get away.
Look at this.
I'm guessing conditioning could play a big role in this match because, boy, there's been a lot of energy expended.
Well, conditioning, position, smart fundamentals. But I tell you what, Knox he puts you in these positions. Got both boots in, he's got his ankles crossed. Good pressure on Figueroa's back, working the power half there.
Figueroa hooks the ankle of...
Yeah, he's punching that half there on that
Knox.
side too. We can't see it because their back is turned, but he's pretty close to getting a count. He's pretty close to getting a count. Yep.
And he got a count right there. Got a 2 count, I believe. Yes, that's 2.
Yep.
Suddenly it's 9-8.
Goes right back to it. I like what Knox did right there. He went right back to that. He did not hesitate, went right back to that power half on that left side. Both boots in, really aggressive there, went right back to that. Good job by Knox in that position.
So 9-8, Figueroa goes back down. Knox now has 50 seconds riding time. Figueroa had riding time earlier quite a bit, but Knox has been on top a good while here, and that could take the steam out of the man underneath.
Well, like I said, Knox is dangerous, man. See if he tries to suck you back to his chest and try to score from there. What Figueroa's trying to do, he's trying to catch a foot if he can. But Knox is just a dog on top right now, man.
He is very tough.
Yes, he is.
Riding time up to 113, still climbing. Figueroa looking for a way to get out of there and get some offense going. Oh, almost a reverse, but not yet. Hey, he got the reverse. So it's 11-8 after the reverse. Riding time starts back down, but
there's
watch Knox here. Challenge brick thrown by
riding time.
Coach Ayers
Yeah.
from Stanford. So let's see if they're going to do a little video review here.
So they're going to review that reversal in that position. As soon as that reversal happened, Knox was able to reach back and kind of go through Figueroa's crotch. So we'll see what Briscoe and Eck decide on this.
One of the things you wonder about in wrestling, I don't mind the challenges or reviews because you want to get a call right. But as late in a match, if it takes a minute and a half or two, the guy with the better conditioning can lose that advantage because the other guy's getting a long minute and a half, 2-minute break. I think that can have an effect on a match sometimes. Well, I don't know what you could do about it.
Well, sometimes that's just smart coaching too, right? I've seen that also. You know, these coaches know this rule book upside down and inside out. And if there's a loophole or a way they can get around that rule, but also obviously their main concern is protect their guy, they're going to do it. So this is the position right here that we're talking about on this reversal. Knox was tough on top. He got a little high. Figueroa came up to his tripod, was able to get his arm underneath and capture both ankles of Knox, and that's when Briscoe awarded the 2-point reversal. Coach Ayers picked that brick up, was hesitant. He looked at Hayden a little bit. Hayden said throw it. He ended up throwing it out there. So that's what they're looking at right now. So either the score is going to be 11-8, or it's going to go back 9-8, and Figueroa is still down. Knox is
And
on
they'll
top.
have to add some riding time back on because they took it off when the reverse was scored, if the call is reversed.
Well, and they also, Figueroa did get hit with a stall call because he was on the ankle as well. Yeah. So here, right here. Man, that's, I don't know. I've been wrong sometimes and I've been right sometimes, man.
By the way, everybody knows about Oklahoma State's tremendous traditions, 34 NCAA team titles, 492 All-Americans, 145 individual titles. Stanford has had some really fine wrestlers, too. Of course, just a few years ago, remember Shane Griffith, NCAA champion, later transferred out of Stanford, but he was the one that raised a buzz at the NCAA tournament as Stanford was dropping the program, and he kind of was the impetus creating the buzz that got that program on the road to being saved. And then Matt Gentry was a great Stanford wrestler. Back about 15 years ago, NCAA champion.
And you know, even here at the Cowboy RTC, you got Joey McKenna, which started his career at Stanford, ended his career at Ohio State University as well.
You know who might be the best wrestler to come out of Palo Alto?
Who's that?
Dave Schultz. Dave Schultz, of course, was kind of a generational recruit coming out of high school. Came to Oklahoma State 78, finished third. Transferred to OU because his brother Mark went there. He went to Oklahoma, finished up there, had to sit out a year under the old rules. And then this is kind of interesting. Think about this. Dave Schultz only lost 2 matches in NCAA tournaments. A wild, controversial match to Mark Shirella, and he got pinned by Ricky Stewart of Oklahoma State. And then he won against Mike Sheets 4-4-1-1 in criteria. So he wrestled really top people in the tournament. Of course, freestyle, he was a master at freestyle. And unfortunately, we lost him too soon.
Just listen over here to Briscoe. He's going to take the reversal away, right? That was not a reversal, so Coach Ayers and them still have a challenge in their back pocket as well with this duel. They won't lose a challenge. They still have their same amount of challenges as dual start. So the score is going to go back to 9-8, and I think they said the riding time is 1:34. I thought that's what I heard him say.
Wow, that's a little more than I thought it was. I thought it was in the 120s.
We'll see what they reset.
That's big for Knox, 134.
No reversal. So no reversal. Scores 9-8. Scores 9-8. Riding time's 1:34. So in reality, the score is really tied right now, 9-9. And it's Knox's choice in the third, but we still have 7 seconds left in the second period.
So Knox can go ahead with an escape in the third. Of course, who knows, he may try something more than an escape. Good lift and return, and that'll end the period at 9-8. What a great match so far.
Well, both guys have got near fall. They're going to put him on his feet. That's the right decision because Knox is dangerous. He's going to give him the optional call.
And Knox goes diving in, 9-9, but Knox has riding time. Figueroa on the leg.
But it's got to be clean, right? Look at Knox trying to beat that shoulder.
Figueroa trying to come up from underneath, grabs the other leg, but look at Knox draped over the top. Here we go.
Look at this. This is where Knox wants to be. See if he puts him in danger.
Oh, he's almost got 3. Knox is getting
close.
Nope.
Look at this. Oh,
here comes Figueroa.
But Knox has got to get his hips high. Knox is in good position, though. Knox is in better position right now. Man, we've been in this position a lot right here.
So much. Figueroa dodged the bullet. And had a little advantage for a few seconds, but Knox scrambled back.
Okay, look at Knox reaching under and grabbing Figueroa's wrist right there.
Figueroa hanging on to the left leg, the left ankle. Man, it's about time for a stalemate. You can see it coming.
That almost lasted 1 minute, Jay.
1:07 left, and the riding time getting bigger and bigger because it's going to be really hard to get it under a minute. Whoop, whoop.
Oh.
Jumped the whistle a little bit. There's a caution. That's his first.
Knox has a 1-point lead. It's really 10-9. Figueroa has to score a takedown. He was in. Once again, that was off of Figueroa's shot. Now this is off of Knox's shot, and he's in deep too. Yep. Good job by Knox.
Knox
really good job.
With a great takedown there. So that's going to make it 12-9 on the board, plus the riding time will be cinched here in just about 8 seconds unless Figueroa gets away.
Really good job by Knox. That was the first official shot that Knox took and scored, but man, he does have some position.
Riding time secured. So it's in effect 13-9. Stall warning. If that's stall warning, that should be a point, should it not? I thought Figueroa already had a stall.
He did, but they took that reversal away.
Oh, yeah, because that's when it occurred. Yeah, so stall warning. So riding time secured. It's going to be 13-9 at this point. Figueroa not doing much underneath. He could get hit again, but the time's going to run out here pretty quickly. 4 seconds left as they're off. Hey, think about this. Figueroa led 9-2 in this match.
Once again, that's the beautiful thing about these rules, right? 3-point takedown, 2-point near fall, right? Knox kept just putting himself back in the match. Figueroa had a 4-point near fall. Knox had a 2-point near fall and a couple of takedowns. Add his riding time on there, and he comes out with a great win here tonight in Gallagher-Iba Arena.
Knox scored the final 11 points of the match.
That was a really good match.
Riding time 2:33.
Really good match, and I even like the sportsmanship that Tyler Knox just did right there. He was like, man, good match. I applaud that effort by both of those guys, man. They laid it out there tonight. Good, hard 7 minutes of wrestling.
Looking forward to more great matches like this.
Here's a bunch of back and forth here between Knox and Figueroa, so trying to keep up with that stuff. And there's the big move, 4-point near fall there, but Knox stayed calm, cool, and collective and end up coming out here with this victory, man. Just great back and forth between both of these athletes.
So it's 5-3 Oklahoma State as the Cardinal get on the board. We'll be back at 1:44 right after this. Welcome back to Gallagher-Iba Arena. And you talk about turnover in all college sports, wrestling is no exception. Oklahoma State has 10 freshmen plus transfers. Only one person in the lineup tonight who was in the lineup at the NCAA tournament last year. It's just crazy what's going on in college sports.
It is, right? But you know, like the title right here, New Kids on the Block, and that's definitely what it is. And actually, you got one of them right now out here on the mat right now with Sergio Vega.
Well, here we go, 141. Jack Concilio, the redshirt freshman for Stanford, and he's a redshirt freshman from Lansdale, Pennsylvania, and he goes against another freshman, Sergio Vega, for Oklahoma State. And so a couple of young guys going at it. And Vega's a freshman from Tucson, Arizona. So here we go.
And Vega there's that little elbow control. He's a pinner. If you get in on his leg, you better watch out for a cradle. This kid can score from many different situations.
And he's in deep there, but squirming and clinging to the back is Concilio. Vega trying to turn into him, but nothing yet.
Yep, trying to put him in danger. Saw Briscoe get one danger count.
And hooking the leg is Vega, trying to turn in. He needs to clear his leg. A death grip by that, look at that, on that leg, but nope. Nothing yet. Concilio trying to squirm around and come in the back. Now Vega turn. We've seen some great positions so far in these two matches. This is fun.
Look at this. He's going to turn right back into him, Jay. Almost a Peterson position.
Almost a Peterson. Yep. Kind of a modified. Now Vega turns in and gets one leg. Had two briefly. And Concilio still fighting it. This has been going on for over a minute now. Vega turns in again. Watch out here. Watch out here. Watch out here. Vega putting the pressure on. No points. There's three for Vega.
Wow. He was looking for that bottom leg cradle, right? I just mentioned about his cradle where you're getting in, but Vega was attempting to go get that bottom leg cradle in that position. Man, that was a
hard-earned takedown.
For both of them, right? Yes. But that's be authentic and go wrestle. Go put points on the board. And that was a very, very good scramble by both of these guys in that first, what was that, a minute and a half, 2 minutes of wrestling?
Something like that. Yeah. It was, the takedown was about 1:45 into the match, and about a minute 20 of that was scramble.
Yes.
So riding time now starting to go up a little, 40 seconds for Vega. He's got the pressure on here. Concilio hasn't been able to do much. There's a little chicken wing on the left side by Vega. 30 seconds left in the period. Putting the pressure on, chicken wing and a half.
See how he's falling off. He's going to look for a roll through there. Punch the half.
And he's got him on his back. He's on his back. Vega has him in real big trouble. 4-point near fall for sure. 15 seconds left in the period. Fighting it is Concilio, but points coming for Vega at least. Concilio close to being pinned a couple of times. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Concilio lives to fight another day.
Remember what I just said at the beginning of this match. Okay, so they almost had a 2-minute scramble. I mentioned Vega's a pinner. Here's where he was almost going for that bottom leg cradle. Concilio did a good job of stretching out and like, you know what? I don't need to be in this position. No. And right here, a little wing and half, fell off to that left side, punches the half, gets his hips on top, starts working for the fall, makes the score 7-0, minute 22 ride time going into the second
period.
Boy,
right there, it was close. Concilio did a heck of a job to keep from getting pinned because he was close a couple of times and he fought it. So Vega's choice, he chooses bottom. Legs thrown in by Concilio, up pretty high, throws in a power half of his own. Now reversed by Vega, 9-0. Now let's see if he does better holding his lead than I can't tell Figueroa did, because he had a 9-2 lead. Going chicken wing on the left side by Vega. He's been tough on top. He's got 125 riding time now.
You young ones at home, look how he's falling off to that left side over there. He's making himself, right side over there. He's got a wing on the left, falling off to that right side, making himself long, as they say in wrestling, to try to get a little bit deeper half like he did early in that first period.
Stall warning on Concilio underneath. So still 9-0 riding time, approaching 2 minutes for Vega.
And Vega's from the same high school as RBY, Sunnyside.
Is that right? He goes back to that chicken wing on the left side. Tried to throw the half in, didn't quite get that. 40 seconds left in the second, and riding time over 2:10 now. Putting a lot of pressure with that chicken wing.
That's tough. That's a good hard ride. He's working for near fall. He's working for a fall. Concilio already has 1 stall call right now. 20 seconds left in this second period. 9-0, 2:26 of riding time, and that's climbing.
Yeah, and reach back for a cradle. It wasn't there. It goes back to the chicken wing, and there's this penalty again. Second call, so that is 1 point against Concilio. So 10-0 now, final 5 seconds of the period. And as he rides it out, he has 2:46 riding time and a 10-0 lead. Boy, this got out of hand in a hurry.
Now that
long scramble.
They had a 2-minute scramble right there, man. And what was awesome about the scramble, it all happened right in the center of the mat, right? You know, a lot of them will go out of bounds, but that bad boy kept going. And I tip my hat to Briscoe because he let them continue to wrestle because they were constantly moving. No one was stopping.
No reason for a stalemate.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, still 10-0 as Concilio's choice. He chooses neutral. He had about all the fun he could stand underneath. So he's got to get something going. Needs a big move. You can't just win this by takedowns at this point if you're down by 10 plus riding time. Okay, he's already cinched, by the way.
This is another good position for Vega. Watch how he works for this cradle.
Reaches back through the crotch. And does he do a leg cradle ever?
Nah, he's just gonna cradle him up, man. He's gonna go old school cradle if he can get it.
Yep. There's 3 for Vega. So 13-0 after that takedown. And he releases him to make it 13-1. A takedown here would end it in a tech fall for Vega. Concilio still trying, though. Fired another shot there. Just wasn't there. 52 seconds left. Both these guys still moving really well.
Oh!
And that takedown will do it. It should do it. Yeah. So the technical fall, 39 seconds left in the third. 6:21 the time, 16-1.
Man, watch this last little ankle pick by Vega here, man. Just change the level, heavy on the head, bop. Oh, and went inside with it. Okay, I couldn't see that. He actually went inside with the grip, not regular.
Woo! So Oklahoma State leads 10-3 after 2 technical falls now. Coming up at 149, we got a couple of ranked wrestlers ready to go. Stay with us. Welcome back to Gallagher Arena. You're looking at 4 people participating tonight who are in the All-Star match.
Exactly right. Swiderski's getting ready to hit the mat right now against Valencia. Had a tough 4-2 win over Lachlan McNeil. Got Zach Ryder at 84, then obviously 2 from the Cardinal, Daniel Cardenas and Hunter Garvin. You know, both ranked number 4 in the nation, both All-Americans. So represented well at the All-Star Classic last weekend.
Well, at 149, we got a very fine transfer for Oklahoma State, Casey Swiderski, the All-American from Iowa State at 149. And after his All-Star victory, he jumped all the way up to number 2 in the rankings. And Aiden Valencia comes out for the Cardinal. He's ranked 18th. And Swiderski's from Dundee, Michigan. Of course, no matches yet officially. And Valencia comes in for Stanford, ready to take on the number 2 ranked wrestler. This should be a good one.
Yeah, like I said, don't pay attention to that ranking for Valencia. And I know he got beat last week against Utah Valley, but as Coach Ayers was saying, and he was up 7-2 at one point. Dude can wrestle. He's got 2 victories over World's Braun Mellis and Real Wood, so he knows how to wrestle. He's got a long list of accomplishments.
He's a redshirt freshman from Morgan Hill, California, and he is in on the leg of Swiderski. He didn't get to, there's 3 right there for Valencia. Swiderski injured last year. All-American, followed Iowa State.
Yep. And one thing that Swiderski does, that dude continues to wrestle. He will continue to wrestle. Here's his first takedown by Valencia. Nice little low-level attack here. Got that foot up. Swiderski was doing a good job fighting hands, but
collected the other leg,
that other leg to get that first 3-point takedown.
Turned that to a double. Nice. 3-0 Valencia. Swiderski to his feet, and Valencia just releases him. 3-1.
Valencia's got a lot of freestyle background, man. He's done a lot on the freestyle level as well. A lot of different age groups.
So 10-3 is our team score, by the way. 2 tech falls by Oklahoma State, 1 regular decision by Stanford.
Good position by Valencia. Good position by both guys.
Oh, so nothing going there, but
it looked like
Valencia keeping the pressure on.
Yeah, it looked like Swiderski tried to snap him and slipped at the same time.
Stall warning on Swiderski.
Just kind of fell to his belly there.
Valencia's been very aggressive. Paid off with an opening takedown. Ooh, almost had the ankle there, but Swiderski kicks away.
And you can kind of see where Valencia's got different attacks, right? He's coming from the right, he's coming from underhooks. He used a little throw by in there.
Yeah, this team is a fairly young team too, like Oklahoma State's is, and Chris Ayers is really excited about how this group can grow, what they can do by the end of the year. Get everybody healthy. They've got a couple of people still injured.
Valencia's just continuing to stalk Swiderski. Swiderski's been one with his butt to the edge. And Swiderski's kind of throwing some body blows, right? And I say that with a lot of those snaps. He's hoping those will take effect here later in the...
Swiderski hanging onto the leg, trying to turn in, but of course the left ankle of Swiderski trapped by Valencia, looking for a stalemate probably here, and there it is. Just 18 seconds left in the period.
Note that collar tied to that ankle pick right there for Swiderski.
Eight seconds left. Shot by Valencia, not there. Swiderski counters. 3 seconds. And we'll go to the second with a 3-1 lead for Valencia. And it will be his choice. Chooses bottom.
Good first period by Valencia there. Stayed in just solid position. Never really broke position. maybe except that one time when Swiderski was able to get in on that ankle pick.
Stayed very aggressive, too.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
In position, but aggressive.
Yep. Like I said, Valencia was originally scheduled to wrestle 41, but they had some wrestle off. He went up to 49, beat E.J. Parco. So now he is the 49-pounder for the Cardinal. And this is, we were talking about other blue chip recruits. This is one for Stanford right here.
So 4-1 after Valencia's escape. And we'll see what happens on their feet. Next takedown will be huge in this match, whoever gets it. Swiderski could catch up, or Valencia could really separate the score.
Man, good action by both these guys. I'm telling you, attack, reattack, attack, reattack.
You talked about Valencia staying good position and being aggressive. If you do those two things, you're going to be pretty successful.
Yeah.
Keep good position and be aggressive. Warning against actually a penalty point against Swiderski, so that'll make it 5-1. Second stalling call. But had a warning in the first. So that could be a big point. That ankle pick by Swiderski.
Good job by Valencia there.
Out of it, comes right
really,
in
really good job.
And gets the 3. Suddenly he's blown this match open.
Really good reattack by Valencia there.
8-1, Valencia. Putting the pressure on.
25 seconds left here in the second period.
And you mentioned he was going to be 41. 141 was Valencia, then moved up to 49. He looks bigger than Swiderski to me.
Yeah, he's moving well.
He's got his height's good. He's got a broad upper body. 10 seconds left in the period. Valencia firmly in control of this one. At 8-1. And we'll go to the third 8-1. It'll be Swiderski's choice.
8-1 the score. 2 periods of wrestling.
And assistant Oklahoma State coach Jimmy Kennedy says kickboxing.
Nice match so far from Valencia, man. I'm telling you, staying in solid position. He's really been the aggressor too, right? He's had a lot of attempts, had some nice reattacks. Obviously, that's why he's got a 8-1 lead right now.
He's controlled about all the positions.
Yep.
When there's something happening, he stayed right in there in control.
Well, like I mentioned, man, don't pay attention to that number 18 ranking. It's probably 18 because he's a freshman, right? But his talent level is extremely high.
And out of there is Swiderski, so that makes it 8-2. Riding time is only 51 seconds, so that's not a factor yet.
Swiderski's got to be careful here on the edge.
Headlock by Valencia. Boy, he's moving.
Yeah,
he's firing away.
He's feeling it.
Trapping that head.
Yep.
There's going to be another penalty.
Got to be careful there on that edge right there.
On Swiderski, because he didn't really make a big effort to get back inside. So 9-2 is the score.
Clean.
Pick by Valencia. Swiderski turns in to fight it. Valencia trying to get bonus points.
Yeah.
Not just win, get bonus. And there's the 3. So it is 12-2. And riding time will be over a minute just shortly, and with about a minute left in the match. So his 1 minute riding time came with 1 minute left in the match, and it's still climbing.
They want him to get one more.
And let him go.
Yep, they're pushing him.
So 12-3 on the board. Plus riding time of 1:11 for Valencia. Really control this match from the get-go.
He's controlled it from Jump Street, Jay. And he's continuing to be the aggressor, should we say.
And final 30 seconds. See if Swiderski could pull off something to at least get out of the major decision deal. Because right now he's down by 10 if you count the riding time.
And this is what Coach Ayers was talking about, right? He wanted him to wrestle a complete match. Felt that Utah, when they do Utah Valley, that he didn't wrestle a complete match. And you can kind of see the difference, right? And, you know, with a freshman, you're going to have some ups and downs. Obviously, you want consistency and you want them ready for March. But, you know, this is a big win for Aiden Valencia right here. Big win.
Just on the leg as Valencia, 6 seconds left. Might not get it, but doesn't need it. 1:11 riding time as it ends 13-3, the major decision, and that tightens the score up to 10-7.
Yep.
Oklahoma State with the lead, but they have split these first 4 matches. So when we come to 157, we're looking forward to a really interesting match again with some younger guys. Come back. Big 12 now bringing this to you on ESPN+. Arena in Stillwater, we've got a great match going on, and they've split 4 matches, and just think, the next 2 weight classes, Stanford has the number 4 ranked wrestler in the nation at both of those, facing freshmen. Talented freshmen, but this should be very interesting. Daniel Cardenas for the Cardinal comes out here at 157, and Cardenas, as we said, ranked 4th, is a redshirt junior, and he's from, where's he from? St. Michael, Minnesota. He goes against, that's Landon Robideau for the Cowboys. He is a freshman, and he's from St. Michael, Minnesota. Highly touted freshman, but again, first collegiate match officially.
Yep. I tell you what, though, I like Robideau's walkout music. Pay the Cost to Be the Boss by James Brown out there, if y'all didn't hear that.
Well, Daniel Cardenas, of course, watch this position. Scrambling is Robideau, trying for 3, getting close, and he's got it. Wow, good action. And the escape makes it 3-1. Cardenas, the redshirt junior, as we said. Good swirling takedown by Robideau there. He was moving really quickly.
Yeah, Cardenas was an All-American in 2024. He redshirted last year. Robideau's just, I mean, I call him a little pit bull, right? I mean, he's stocky for the weight, strong for the weight. Talking to Coach Taylor, right? Just kind of getting a take on him a little bit from the film that I watched. Just that he's pretty good in all these positions. And another, once again, blue chip recruit for whether it's the Cowboys and or the Cardinals. So, you know, he's out here wrestling the number 4 guy in the nation. Valencia obviously just wrestling the number 2 guy in the nation. So, you know, these young guys, these young ones are ready to wrestle, man. They are ready to go. And a lot of these coaches, you know, if you don't need the red shirt, we're gonna put you out there.
You bet. And he's got off to a good start at least. Of course, long time to go in this match. 1:20 left in the first. So we'll see what happens as it progresses.
Robideau's really good in those underhooks too. Cardenas lost the all-star match to Wells from West Virginia. Really, really good match there too. Wells bumping up from 49. Was an All-American a couple years back, redshirted last year.
Cardenas, we mentioned, is a redshirt junior. He's from Arvada, Colorado, the Denver area, Pomona High School. Good friend of mine, used to coach football there as an assistant football coach.
Good double leg by Cardenas. Good reaction by Robideau. Oh!
Wow. No 3 yet, but excellent move. And Robideau has 3. Goodness. He came to play it, didn't he?
Well, hey, man, these young ones, they're looking for a little Easton tilt. These young ones ain't to be messed with, man. You know,
final 3 seconds, 6-1. Robideau the lead after 1.
Here's Robideau's last takedown. against Cardenas here. Got it up, trip, back trip, sat him down. Once he got his hand right there, sat him on his butt, right around that right arm around his waist. Secured that last three-point takedown, going with a 6-1.
Robidoux choice to start the second, and Cardenas has got to get some things figured out if he can get on the board offensively. Robidoux to his feet. That was a pretty rugged return. I'm not sure about that.
Ooh, yeah.
Head and shoulders.
That's got to be an illegal slam there. I mean, watch this. Yeah.
That's close to someone break a neck.
Well,
I'm not saying you tried to hurt him intentionally, but
I will say this. This is why you do obviously have someone on the whistle and someone as a perimeter, right? And even I think in that moment, like maybe Briscoe knew it. Eck looked at him and was like, hey, let's go look at this, right? So, you know, obviously the main concern is take care of the wrestlers on the mat. And it's not anything intentional Cardenas tried to do. But, you know,
you got to look for safety. Robidoux, talking to Coach David Taylor, doesn't act like he's in any distress.
No, well, one of the fortunate things was obviously he was able to duck his head, right? And I don't think it was just the way he felt. So it wasn't intentional. They're wrestling. It does happen. So Briscoe's probably going to make this call.
If we get a penalty point.
Yeah.
1 point, yeah. And I think that's the right call.
It's the right call, right? But also give the refs kudos for stopping it right then. Now, maybe they got to take the riding. I don't know if they had to adjust the riding time or anything like that. But, I mean, they didn't have to there.
And Robidoux to his feet again. Turning back in, he's out of there to make it 8-1. Suddenly he's got a big lead after the 6-1. Then you get the penalty point and the escape. So he's rolling along well, but Cardenas is a veteran. Let's see how he responds.
Well, he's crunching. He's got that foot, but Cardenas was able to get that out of there. Hard hand fights. Good hand fights, boys. Good hand fights.
And at 10. Jump. A little quick jump. And no, nothing yet. Cardenas avoids it so far.
Wow. This is where Cardenas wants to be. He likes these scrambles.
Robidoux hanging on, and the stalemate call. Boy, that was a quick jump behind that.
Nice little scramble there. Nice little position there.
So 50 seconds left in the second. Still 8-1, Robidoux.
45 seconds remaining, second period.
Putting up a good show so far is the freshman against the number 4 ranked wrestler. And by the way, some people say, well, why isn't Robidoux so highly touted? Why isn't he ranked? Why isn't Lockett ranked? Well, you can't rank an incoming freshman if he's never wrestled a collegiate match.
Yeah, these guys are true
That
freshmen.
would be a projection, not a ranking. Is supposed to be a resume to this point. As soon as you beat somebody ranked, then you get ranked.
But as we always know, man, you still got to wrestle the matches, right?
Absolutely.
Throw them rankings out the window.
Absolutely.
You know, it is lovely to be ranked, but it's just a number, man. You still got to go out there and get your hand raised.
And the time runs out in seconds. 8-1. We go to the third. It will be Cardenas' choice. He chooses bottom.
8-1.
We got a little orange power, got the banana guys to the right, which we talked about earlier.
Okay, off the mat with 150 to go, and riding time's not a factor yet, just 18 seconds.
Robidoux's got to stay in good position here. Obviously not get out of position, not get caught in any type of rolls or different things like that. Just looked over to the corner. They gave him an optional start.
Let's him go, 8-2. Well, Robidoux's been so good on his feet. He says, you know, I don't think I want to roll around. I think I want to stay on my feet.
Good attack there by Cardenas with that little outside step. Cardenas has hit a double. Ooh, was that a wrist snap there? I might have missed that.
Ooh, shot there by Robidoux. He gets... kind of tried for a high crotch here, didn't quite get it. And here comes Cardenas in.
Just good action. Your upper body, good action.
These guys aren't slowing down, are they?
I mean, like once again, it's attack, re-attack. You attack, I attack, right? Good back and forth.
Yeah, the change levels, the reshots, look at everything you can want. Fun stuff. They keep going. They're not slowing down at all. 55 seconds left.
They're staying in the fight. Both of them are staying in the fight, right? I mean, it's attack after attack after attack after attack after attack. They're staying in that fight.
Shot by Ramadou, not there. Cardenas pushes him away, comes in for one of his own. That's not there. Cardenas, but they are not slowing the pace.
That right there, that was a really good job by Ramadou right there. His butt was on the edge. He was actually out, circled all the way back in, put Cardenas on that side, and actually ate up a little bit more clock there.
Final 20 seconds. Ramadou standing there saying, come and get me. Cardenas does, but only 14 seconds left. He's got to have a huge move. No way. 5 seconds left. 11-2. And that's the way it will end. A major decision. Wow. What a match for the freshman. Wow. Coming in against the number 4 ranked wrestler who's a former All-American, so you're wrestling a high-quality opponent. And it did not phase Ramadou at all. Landon Ramadou. The major decision.
Man.
Some great highlights in this one.
What a good job by Ramadou out here for his first match at Gallagher-Iba Arena. Started off early, got that first takedown, man, and he never really stopped. Stayed in solid position. There's his second takedown there on Cardenas. Just a great, gritty, solid match for the Cowboys.
So, coming back, Cowboys try to do it again. Gallagher-Iba Arena, Oklahoma State leading Stanford 14-7 at halftime, and here are some highlights, and boy, there were a bunch.
There was a bunch of them, right? And it started off with the Spark Plug, Troy Spradley going out there and end up getting a tech fall there on Matt. Just looking good, getting back into that former self, obviously still early in the year. 133 was a great match, back and forth. I forget how many points was on the scoreboard. Coach Ayers was pretty close to that 17-15 score. Both guys got near fall. Both guys wrestled extremely hard, and they put on a show for this crowd out here in Gallagher-Iba Arena tonight. But great job by Tyler Knox to come out and get that victory, because he was down big at one point in time during this 133-pound match with these two former All-Americans. 141 once again. Sergio Vega, right? I told you about his potential. Came out here with that wing and half, got that one early, almost had a cradle before that. Watch this ankle pick if this is the last one. Wing on the inside, pulled that, sat him on his tail, and ended up getting a technical fall there. 149, Aiden Valencia, like I mentioned, he started 0-1, but don't doubt this young man. He's better than number 18. Controlled Casey Swiderski from the first whistle all the way to the last whistle. I'm sure somewhere down the line, these two young men will meet up again, but man, what a great performance back there by Aiden Valencia. Finishing up with Landon Ramadou right here, man, once again, number 4 ranked, another blue chip. What a performance for this young man. Controlled every aspect of this match from word go, and finished with that last takedown to cinch that major decision right there on Daniel Cardenas.
And as we went to break, I said that Oklahoma State trying to do it again. Freshman beats number 4, and up at 165, we'll see highly touted freshman for the Cowboys, D. Lockett, going against number 4 wrestler in the country, Hunter Garvin. So a lot of great matchups, and you can see the results there. There's been just, you know, when they said we're going to show highlights, I thought, well, the highlights would last almost as long as the whole duel, because there were so many and so much action. These fans have gotten their money's worth in the first half of this duel.
They have. They really, really have, man. It's been a lot of fun, those first 5 bouts.
Wow. See some exhibition women's wrestling matches out here during the halftime. We've already had one.
Right.
So, we're going to talk about the Hall of Honor. Watch this video.
Some people are blessed with God-given talent. Some use dedication and perseverance to turn themselves into stars. Then there are those who are truly unstoppable. They are blessed with talent and work ethic. For them, the sky is the limit. Alex Derringer was one of those rare athletes who used hard work and competitiveness to turn his natural gifts into one of the greatest athletic careers in Oklahoma State history. One worthy of induction into the OSU Athletics Hall of Honor.
Well, you know, we saw Alex wrestle as a freshman in high school, and there was just something that stuck out. And I think what stuck out for me was just the aggressive behavior he had in the mat.
It was obvious very early that he would not be physically overmatched at the college level. His freshman season saw him on a path of constant improvement, all the way to a third-place finish at the NCAA tournament, where he lost to the eventual national champion. It was his first and last loss in the NCAA championships.
So I wrestled with Alex, and I just remember he was the strongest guy I've ever grabbed. And he actually threw me in a headlock the first time I wrestled. Headlocked me in my back, and I got up, I was like, this kid's tough, he's gonna be really special.
Alex Derringer is special. After that third-place finish as a freshman, he went on to win 3 straight individual national championships. He is one of just 16 Cowboys to win 3 NCAA titles. Included in Alex's win total was an 82-match winning streak, the third longest in program history. Over his last 2 seasons, he won 2 national titles with a 66-0 record. Along the way, he was named the OSU Student Athlete of the Year, the Big 12 Outstanding Wrestler in 2015, and the conference's Wrestler of the Year in 2016. In his career, 70% of his matches resulted in bonus points for the Cowboys. As a senior, Alex became just the 2nd Cowboy to win the Dan Hodge Award, presented annually to the nation's best wrestler.
You know, he really had it all. I mean, he's very athletic, very strong, and he had this competitive nature about him that he just wanted to destroy everything, destroy everyone.
He loved Oklahoma State. He loved Oklahoma State wrestling. One of our greatest wrestlers ever is step on the mat.
We got 5 more great matches coming up.
Him is controlling his emotions, and I say that because he's a homegrown kid, right?
Sure, from right here in
Stillwater. And you know, you got to have a little bit of learn how to control that energy. He came out here earlier before the duel started just to step on the mat and smell it a little bit, but also understand, man, I got to keep these emotions in check because I got a tough competitor over there that's ranked number 4 in the nation and a 2-time All-American.
And Garvin's from a place where they put out some pretty good wrestling, Iowa City, Iowa.
Yep.
And 2-time All-American. And, you know, with Lockett, you know, he's had people all over the last week. Hey, we can't wait to see you. Can't wait to see you Friday night. You know, you got to be careful about getting on an adrenaline high too high. And then halfway through the second period, someone punctures a balloon. And it's all gone for a while. So no score here so far. Good hand fighting.
And Garvin is Garvin's tricky, man. He's got some nice upper body stuff. He scrambles really well. He's pretty crafty. If you watch that, here we go.
Got some length.
Yep,
watch here in this position.
Yep.
Whizzer thrown in, and Rocket grabs a leg off of that, but they're off the mat with no points.
If you watch that All-Star match, right, against him and Brignola from Lehigh, Brignola had a lot of attempts, a lot of shots on target, but never really finished. Garvin always found a way out of it, but then Garvin got one and ended up scoring and ended up winning the match.
Garvin looks like a good-sized 65-pounder. It's always hard to tell. You know, you think some guy looks real big or kind of small for a weight, and you find out he's not that. So perception is not always reality, but looks like a nice-sized 65-pounder.
And another interesting fact here, actually Garvin and Isaac Olenek wrestled in a couple years back for All-American. They were wrestling for 5th and 6th. Olenek ended up winning that match 5-3. That's, or excuse me, 3-0. That's when Garvin was a freshman.
He's his 7th All-American, multi-All-American wrestling. So no score here. We're 2 minutes into the match. Nobody's been in serious attack mode yet. They're feeling each other out.
Good jab steps there by Lockett.
35 seconds left. Nobody's really fired a really serious shot yet.
Said the goal for Lockett, if he gets in, he's got to find a way to finish, because Garvin will continue to scramble and wrestle through those positions. And a lot of these Stanford guys have been able to do that. I don't care if it's been, necessarily at 25, but definitely 33 up. It's a lot of counter offense, but man, they know how to use it.
It's only 8 seconds left. And it will be Garvin's choice to start the second period as we head into it with no score.
They gave each other dap a little bit. Good first period.
Garvin defers. Oh, wait a minute. He signaled defer, but then I think the coach says, no, go ahead and take bottom. He definitely signaled defer at first.
This is really another part of Stanford's strong lineup. Obviously, Provo's not wrestling. You got Knox, which is ranked. You got Cardenas, which is ranked. Garvin's ranked. Look, Norman's not in the lineup, but he's ranked as well. Another tough one, man. So Cardinal coming along, man. And like you mentioned earlier, Jay, they are an extremely young team, right? I mean, the Cowboys are an extremely young team, too. So a lot of youth out here.
A lot of freshmen out here tonight. And, of course, you got some talented ones that watch out, watch out. Something maybe bad was about to happen to someone.
Let's see.
They're off.
No. So what Hayden Hidley's talking about was locked hands around there. I don't think the perimeter ref saw that. Yeah. Garvin was wanting him to throw that.
Fussing about it too.
Let's see. Trying to get over there to the side. It's hard to tell.
Can't see from there.
They could have been close
down to a leg.
Garvin's
tried to turn in for a switch. That didn't work. Lockett doing a good job on top. Of course, now we'll see in the third how Lockett does on bottom, because that's where true freshmen tend to struggle.
Man, good return. Went to try to go attack Garvin's wrist. He was able to roll that out, but his ride time's above a minute right now.
Got a good tight waist going on the left side. Garvin trying to get up to a good base, but so far with the little knee trap there, Lockett gets him back flat.
And this is really big right here in this sequence, Jay, because Lockett's obviously a true freshman. Garvin, two-time All-American. Right now, he's got 30 seconds left. Riding time's at a minute and a half. It's a big sequence. Now, obviously, Garvin's still trying to escape, but that should build confidence. You know what I'm saying?
Well, 23 seconds left. Now Garvin making some progress. Lockett to a high crotch as Garvin stands up. Lockett going, wants to trip him back and does. Almost had him on his back. Good move by Lockett. 8 seconds to go. Time still running. Lockett still has a foot inside the boundary, and he rides out the period.
Wow. Good mat return by Lockett. High in the crotch, is able to lift Garvin and start taking him out of bounds here. Right, because Briscoe was counting, but watch him pop his hips, starts lifting, run, gets there to the edge, knows where he's at, sits him down, almost put him on his back there.
So, still no score, 2 minutes riding time for Lockett. Now, can a young true freshman get away from an experienced top man?
Because Garvin does know how to wrestle up top. But it looks like he's going to do it.
Optional start, but he doesn't release him. Well, now he does. Kind of surprising. Let him go early.
I like Garvin let him go, clapped his hands. It was like, let's wrestle, man. I dig that.
So 1-0 plus the riding time. Obviously, Garvin says, I got to score anyway. On my feet, I want to have all the time to score that I need.
No stall calls.
See who gets the next good attempt.
Yeah, Lockett's got to be careful there on the edge. Good job. He changed positions there on his part. And to your point, Jake, nothing significant by either guy, but man.
Oh, headlock there by Garvin.
Well,
gets him off, and they signal him back to the center. 1:09 left.
Depending on where they're at, you know, somewhere down the line here in a minute, Garvin's going to have to start getting desperate. So watch for that front headlock position to where he might try a little cement mixer in those positions if he gets there.
And the riding time is secured.
It's secure, but
So Garvin's got to find a way to score.
oh, he tried going underhook. He's going underhook, pass by.
Stalling warning against Lockett. Jumps around it, avoids that, and they're off with 36 seconds left.
There's one stall call on Lockett.
Now he can get another one and give up a point and still win the match because he has riding time locked.
But I'm telling you, they want him to get in there and wrestle.
Try to score. Separate yourself from the scoreboard.
Yep.
There's the stall call.
27.
So it is 1-1 on the board, but riding time locking for Lockett.
So right now, Garvin's got to think super duck, something where I can go finish with no scramble or anything like that. And obviously, Lockett's got to stay in the center.
Garvin putting the pressure on.
Watch the foot sweep. He's holding position, though.
Him off. He's being really defensive, so will he get another stall call against him? Now Lockett goes in for a leg. That helped. 3 seconds left.
That part right there where D kind of circled in and was able to grab the leg, chewed up about another 3 to 4 seconds for him in that position.
He's in great shape now with only 3 seconds to go. And he holds on to win it 2-1. Whoa. Oh, no. Scared me. He raised up his hand. I thought they called another stall call, but he was ready to get one for the riding time. So 2-1 Lockett. The score goes 17-7. Man, that was a good one. And we'll go to 174 right after this. You're watching Big 12 now on ESPN+. And we're ready for the 174-pound matchups. 17th ranked Alex Facundo, who transferred for Oklahoma State, coming in against Colin Guffey, a redshirt junior. And Facundo is also a redshirt junior. Facundo is from Essexville, Michigan. And here we go. Guffey for the Cardinal. As we said, also a redshirt junior. And looking forward to getting into it again after the duel last week. He lost his match at Utah Valley. Let's see if he can get out, get a good start here. Ooh, rolling through there was Facundo.
Yeah, he kind of rolled him through in that position. Facundo put that right leg in, and Guffey just kind of hit a little side roll, got up out of that position. I thought Facundo was going to try to get his right leg in there and lift, kind of similar to what Lockett did over here earlier. But he got to that position with a nice little outside step. Really didn't have to hit a knee. Was in a good athletic position where he could just kind of hit that and reach. Was able to grab Guffey's leg there.
Guffey's a redshirt freshman from Alpine, California. Nothing yet.
Trying to feel each other out, see what is what. Facundo with that underhook there on that left side.
Opening minute and a half. Nobody has come close to scoring yet.
Oh, nice. That was
That was
nice.
a good shot there by Facundo.
Nice little throw by, outside step, kind of reached through the crotch. Off of
And
that
he's up
underhook.
3-0.
Yeah, off of that underhook. There's that takedown by Facundo right there. Little underhook, reach, boom, trips. Securing that first 3 points of the match. Optional start there for Facundo. 45 left in this first period. Oh, that was close. Back to it again.
Back in on that leg after the early takedown. 3-1 lead, of course, for Facundo. Give up the escape. Trying for another one, and he's got it. 6-1 after his second takedown. 15 seconds left in the period. Good short time score.
Yeah, good job by Facundo right there in that position. Was in there on Coffey's leg, was able to kind of shelf it a little bit, use his length a little bit to go grab that, I think it was his right ankle, kind of run him down a little bit. Almost looked like Coffey may have tried to hit a little dive roll in there, but I think Facundo was able to kind of put his hips on him a little bit there. And once again, the big sequence with less than 10 seconds in the end of the period, and you go get a takedown.
And he rides out for a 6-1 first period lead. Good opener.
That last takedown by Facundo right here in this position. Shelved it up, comes up, runs him down a little bit. Yeah, I'm not for sure if Coffey wanted to try to dive roll or not, but good job by Facundo finishing that second takedown. 6-1 lead, 37 seconds of ride time going into the second period.
There's the escape. Goes up 7-1 with that one.
Same position here. There's that little roll. There's that roll I think that Coffey was looking for over there that he didn't get.
Good try, just didn't quite make it work out. So far it's been all Facundo, 2 takedowns and an escape. Making his Oklahoma State debut,
yes.
Transferring in.
It's getting a lot of new faces, right? The only ones that have physically wrestled out here in Iowa in the orange singlet are Spratley and obviously Doucette at heavyweight. Other than that, everybody else is their first time. Now, D did wrestle here when he was younger for Cowboy Wrestling Club when he was little, like in a before a duel, but I mean, college-wise.
Yes. And even Doucette didn't wrestle in the postseason last year because Wyatt Hendrickson was the starter, obviously. So Spratley's the only one that was in the lineup into the season. Now there's some others that could be, and you got Teague Travis, and you got not sure Tegan Jameson's. I think it maybe in January might be back to compete for a spot. So you never know. Some of these guys here at Oklahoma State still might redshirt, because as David Taylor said, you got 5 dates you can wrestle and still redshirt in wrestling.
Yeah, you got 5 dates. You gotta have a deep squad, obviously, with the scholarships and everything right there. Guffey's trying to. Facundo's doing a good job. Short time out, can't see if he's got his grab. Ooh.
Guffey trying to do get something going, but got riding time against him. 5 seconds left. He's down 10-1 as the second period ends. We'll go to the third, and it will be Guffey's choice, I believe.
Who's that other takedown Facundo just had? Almost in that, went to the body lock. We've been here a lot. Stepped through, got that right leg in front that time, right? He kind of changed it up. The other ones he were kind of running down a little bit, shelved it. That one he went to his body lock, got the right leg in front.
So Guffey chooses neutral. That did not work out as he's taken down. It's 13-1 plus the riding time climbing. 145 riding time now and climbing. So Facundo says, hey, I've got one bonus secured, maybe get more. It gives the release to make it 13-2. He has 153 riding time. Oh, easy takedowns now. I'm guessing it appears that Guffey's a bit tired right now. So 16-3. A takedown here would end it. No, he waved it off. Started the schedule.
Right call. He hadn't sit him on it. He hadn't sit Guffey on his butt yet. He's close, but Guffey's still kind of in that split situation right there.
Still inbounds technically.
Yes.
Facundo's Right leg is just a little bit in. Oh, watch out now. Might get it.
That's
here.
there it is right there.
There we go. Not yet. There's the 3, and that'll end it with 55 seconds. So it'll be 6:05. The time on the tech ball. 19-3. Alex Facundo. Third tech ball for the Cowboys tonight, and they go up 22-7.
I like what Facundo did right there. He's like, hey, man, I got both ankles. I got both ankles.
Six takedowns.
That was awesome. Show some little highlights here of Facundo, man. He was aggressive from word go. Nice first takedown there. Put those first 3 points on the board, and then just continue to pour it on right there.
Well, coming up at 184, Zach Ryder looking to continue his nice start. We'll be right back. Coming up on 184 pounds, and Zach Ryder for the Oklahoma State coming in after transferring in from Penn State, had a big 14-4 major decision in the All-Star Classic, and that jumped him way up in the rankings by winning that match. He beat Jackson Smith from Maryland, who's a 3-time NCAA qualifier. So we're looking forward to good things from Zach Ryder.
Exactly, right? Yep, that was my first time to see him wrestle live in that situation. Watched some clips on him before. Extremely powerful, 4-time state champ, 2-time U17 world bronze medalist. So, he's wrestled, and here's another interesting story to this. He actually trained at David Taylor's M2 Academy back in the day.
Well, he's a freshman, and he's going against Abraham Vujakovic from, try to say that one 3 times quickly, try to spell it, from Stanford, and Abraham's from Bethalto, Illinois. He lost his match at Utah Valley. Zach Ryder, of course, no official matches yet. The freshman from Merrick, New York, and then via Penn State. So here we go.
Ryder's a very compact 84-pounder. Short, stocky build, and you kind of saw that when he was wrestling Jackson Smith at the All-Star. Just a lot of solid stuff, solid attacks, good position. Probably pretty hard to move out there would be my guess, too.
Yeah, Vujakovic is a little bit taller, not quite as compact, but well built.
Yeah.
So let's see what these guys have to show. Ryder in that All-Star match had what? Did he have 3 or 4 takedowns?
Yeah, he poured it on.
I did not get to see that match, so. But of course, he got great reviews for how much he dominated the match. 22-7 our team score. Both these teams on the road for their next action a week from tomorrow night. Stanford goes down to wrestle in Riverside, California against, well, I've gone blank on it. I had it in front of me and I lost it. But they're on the road in a dual match. Might be against Fullerton. Let me say, no, Cal Baptist.
Cal Baptist.
In Riverside. And then Oklahoma State is on the road for the National Duels in Tulsa next Saturday and Sunday, the 15th and 16th.
Cal Baptist just picked up a couple of Oklahoma kids, top nationally ranked Oklahoma kids, and Legend Ellis from Coweta, and also Kason Kraft from Coweta. And I think Munoz may still be helping out there. I'm not for sure.
So no score yet. Nobody's had a serious shot in the first 2 minutes. A lot of hand fighting.
Yeah, watching Ryder's All-Star match, man, his home base was that underhook. He did a lot of work off of that underhook with Jackson Smith. He's tried to hit a couple single legs from this position so far today. Hadn't got one yet, but there's 40 seconds left in this first period. There it is, we'll throw by.
25 seconds left in the first. No score. And of course, if Stanford's any hopes of winning the duel, they would have to win this weight class. They can't afford another loss. They would be out, if they lost the decision, they would be down by 18 with only 2 matches remaining. But they put on a good show. They've had a lot of good matches, good sharp wrestling.
Yeah, they came to scrap, man. I think, and that, and as a coach, that's what you want, right? They won some big matches, a couple of big matches, lost a couple of big matches, and that's wrestling, man. That's the way it gets down.
Ryder's choice to go bottom, actually, I believe, unless I missed it, I think Wujakevich deferred, I think. It was an even match, and then Ryder chooses bottom, turns it up and turns into him, still not loose yet.
He's going to get a stall call. He'll hold his hand, stop the ride in time. Let him work a little bit, and eventually.
Yep. Wujakevich hanging on, and let's see, just stalemate stall warning, as you said. Wujakevich for hanging on there to the leg, made no attempt to move up.
Nah.
Or improve position, so they'll go back with 1:39 left in the second. Whoops, caution on Ryder. Jumped a bit too soon. Here we go. Ryder back to a tripod, now to his feet, turns in and is away. He takes a 1-0 lead with the escape. 21 seconds riding time for Wujakevich. Wondering about that name. It's actually spelled W-O-J-C-I-K-I-E-W-I-C-Z. Has every vowel and almost every consonant in the language in there. Wujakevich.
He's holding ground, man. He's right in the fight, He is right in the fight.
Neither one of them been able to put anything together on their feet yet. At 45 seconds left in the period.
Jab step, nothing followed up though.
A lot of collar ties, a lot of pushing and shoving.
Yeah, a little
moving well, but not really getting anything set up. Anything set up. Down to the final 10 seconds of the period. Still nothing really going on. Just the escape makes it 1-0 for Ryder. We go to the third, 1-0, and it'll be Wujikevich's choice.
Ryder's had some fakes, but he hadn't followed anything up with it. Hadn't really had a good penetration shot so far.
Well, does Ryder try to become a rider in this period, or does he want to go on his feet? We'll know quickly. Asked for instructions from the coaching staff. Wujakevich was told to take down, get up, and he's out of there in a hurry. So we're tied at 1.
I like it. They're pushing him to go score, right? Sure. They're pushing him to go score.
No riding time advantage either left.
There's a little move by Wujakevich. Almost got around behind, the arm around the back, but not quite.
There it is.
Ryder now gets
That was it. Good job. Good re-attack. Little flurry going. Now he's got to stay in that fight. Both of them's got to stay in that fight. Continue to look to score.
Trying to pick up the pace. Neither, I backtrack on myself. Wujakevich does have a stall warning.
Yeah, stall call.
He was hanging on top.
Obviously with 117.
That would be big. Oh, now Ryder gets a leg. He's in, and there's 3. So 4-0 after that takedown. First big move of the match.
Continue to jab, right? Continue to jab. Coach Taylor's telling him to cut him. Cut him again. Cut him again is what he's looking for.
Letting him loose, so it's 4-2. Riding time, of course, not a factor. It won't be. Nobody can get a minute in this match. So Wujakevich can take the lead here if he can score. Takes a shot that's not there.
Ryder's got to get back to that hook. See if he can get back to that hook. I like the pressure.
And he snaps around. I was going to say Wujakevich is getting a little too much forward on the balance, pushing, and that just, you invite someone to pop around and counter, don't you, with that? But he's got to be aggressive. He's down with 19 seconds left.
But like I said, this is the beautiful thing about wrestling. You still got to wrestle the match, right? This young man is in the match. He's right there. He's a takedown away. 10 seconds left.
4-2, no riding time, so real simple. Vujakovic has to score, has to get a takedown, or Ryder will take it 4-2. Ooh. 5 seconds are off stalling warning on Ryder, but won't be a factor. He could take another one in the last 5 seconds and still win, but playing it smart. And he's in on the leg. Does he get it? Nope. Too late. 4-2 your final. Ryder wins it. Cowboys wrap up the duel mathematically by taking a 25-7 lead with 2 weight classes to go.
Here's that one takedown by Ryder off of that underhook, I think. Yep, a little high crotch there. Was able there, got there. Sat him on his butt, was able to change off, get that first takedown, or only one takedown.
All right, Cowboys leading 25-7, have it locked up. 2 bouts to go. Stay right here. Big 12 now on ESPN+. You go at 197 as the Stanford Cardinals send out Angelo Posada. He is a freshman, Pro Way, California, and is 1-0. He won his match at Utah Valley. He is a freshman, as Cardell said. Cody Merrill, the redshirt freshman for Oklahoma State, ranked 10th in the nation right now. He's from Gilroy, California. Highly touted recruit a couple of years ago, so this should be an interesting matchup.
Sorry, man. I am laughing because I love this song. If you guys could not hear it, it is Everybody Was Kung Fu Fighting. Yeah, take them back. Man, I tell you, there's been some good walkout songs with Merrill and Robidoo. Oh, man. I like that. Oh, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. I got an interesting fact for this match right here,
all right,
Jay. So here it is. So Angelo Posada, he actually wrestled in 2022 at the Hall of Fame duels right here held in GIA. He wrestled LaDarian Lockett, Ethan Teague, and Ishmael Guerrero, which obviously at that time they were all at different high schools. Now they're all Oklahoma State wrestlers at 157. Yeah. He was at 157, but obviously he was long and lanky back then and obviously grew into 197 pounds. How about that, man? That's crazy.
That frame, didn't he?
Yeah, man. That is crazy.
Well, you know, I saw David Taylor wrestle here in that high school all-star duel they had here in Stillwater, out at Stillwater High School years ago, and he was a 145-pounder and was kind of rangy. You know, he was he really built up a lot too after that. But a lot of them, just natural growth and maturity, and then plus some of them they get on the weights more, they get a better weight program, and they bulk up quite a bit.
Yep. But yeah, I thought that was an interesting fact, man. It's pretty cool.
So no score. Only 30 seconds into this one. Merrill short, stockily built.
Yep.
Whereas Posada has more height by several inches. Stall warning on Posada.
Merrill wrestled Buchanan last year to a 2-0 match. Keeps real good position.
Champion, Stephen Buchanan.
Keeps real good position going forward. Obviously, like you said, from Gilroy. Posada from Poway. Good double.
And I said Poway. I forget half the time to say Poway instead of Poway in California. Forgive you folks that live out there in California, because excellent program.
Yeah, no doubt. Merrill was coached by OSU alum, UFC champ, Daniel Cormier.
No score, 52 seconds left in the period. And before I forget it, remind Oklahoma State fans to be back here 65 days from now for the Oklahoma State duel, January 11th. Don't forget about the wrestling program during that layoff. I say layoff. They had 4 road duels plus the national duels, I think, during that stretch. But David Taylor said he actually planned it that way because he wants the students to be here when they have these home duels, and they'll be gone a lot for Thanksgiving, and then you got Christmas and all that. So I think on the 12th is the start of that next semester, so a lot of them will be back on Sunday the 11th when that duel is held, the Bedlam duel, and I believe it's a 5 p.m. start. So they can be here and, of course, produce a big crowd.
Yep. Got a little intel on Posada from my man Mike Mao, which is out in California and at the same high school. Just trying to get a little intel and see what this guy's like. Obviously long and lanky, like I talked about before. Mike Mao says he's extremely tough on top, which he's getting ready to take top right here, and meaner than a rattlesnake. So, you know, I like that. And there he goes. He's going to use that length to his advantage if he can.
We see it a lot. If you got a guy who's good on top and he's a long wrestler against a shorter, compact guy, the shorter guy has some problems underneath a lot of times.
Little crab ride position. Merrill's got to be careful rolling with that half in.
Trying to peel that arm off. Didn't have any luck there, but he does get to a quadrupod there for a moment. Now tripod. And to his feet, trying to peel the waist hand free. Good return, though, by Posada, but Merrill hits and turns into him right as he lands, and that allows him to get away.
And Posada did a really good job of using his length and leverage there. Merrill did a really good job of, you know, like I said, he's got to be careful rolling with that half, but he was able to kind of get him a little bit high. Get up out of there, turn and face him to get that 1-point escape. Now who's going to be able to get to a leg? Who's going to get to a leg? Not only get to a leg, you got to finish.
Posada got 35 seconds riding time. So not a lot, but some. If he gets a takedown, that could add up. So who can finish? As you said, nobody's really come close yet on their feet.
Now remember, Posada does have a stall call. Got that in that first period. Misdirection attempt there from Posada.
Yeah, good shot. Merrill's quick. He really is good, has good quickness.
Yeah, both good-looking athletes out here on the mat right now at 197 pounds. They're moving. They're young. They're both freshmen. There's a lot of youth. It's big youth movement right now, man. Whether it's in college, whether it's on the senior level, whatever the case may be.
And we see more and more in wrestling, I say the last 15 to 20 years, of freshmen coming in being much more ready to wrestle at the collegiate level than you used to see back 30, 40 years ago.
Yeah.
You get a lot more really good coaching.
Yes.
They go and travel in the summer, freestyle events, etc., and wrestle off-season more as the period ends. So it's 1-0 Merrill. So you see a lot of them more well-prepared to jump into the collegiate level.
Well, and like you said, a lot of that has to do with, you know, a lot of stuff is just right there at their fingertips right now. But then also, it's the coaches that are putting into these young men, you know, putting in their time and effort into a lot of these young men and young women that are, you know, they can hit the ground running and, you know, be a lot more advanced nowadays than what they were back in the day.
Spiral ride there by Merrill. Posada gets up to his base, gets to his 4-point stance there briefly. Back to it again.
See if Posada's going to look for a roll to try to create some sort of action. Because that's a tall dude.
Merrill's got to try to move him back, and
there's that roll.
What's the roll?
There it is.
And he gets the 2. So great reverse there by Posada. As you said, he wanted to roll.
A crab ride position. Here we go. Here we go.
Got to watch out here, not get turned, does Merrill. Posada says, man, I'd like to have that turn. Half in there briefly, now just across the waist. Merrill trying to peel that hand off, but they go out. So 2-1 Posada. No riding time. Well, 25 seconds for Posada, but not a big amount. Merrill needs to get out certainly less than 35 seconds to not give up a point.
Wondering when that roll was going to happen, man. He was doing a lot of quad pod, you know, and that's the difference, right? Short, stocky. Posada, long, lanky, hit that roll, try to get him in his positions. Now he's got a boot in. Left boot in. It's a lot of pressure right there with that half. Pulls him back into a crab ride position. It's a big sequence right here, Jay.
Got a little half there thrown in. Merrill to his feet again. A good return by Posada. Merrill, as he hits, turns a little bit, trying to turn into him, but couldn't get it done. Now riding time's about to hit a minute.
This is where Posada wants to be, though.
Minute riding time at 37 seconds left and climbing. Riding time climbing, clock time falling.
Yep.
Posada's a good position with 25 seconds left.
That's exactly what they were talking about. See if he can cut back.
Oh, Merrill turns into him. Comes
Oh! This is
trying to
big.
elevate. Can he do
Here comes
it?
the roll.
Here's the roll. There's 3 by Merrill with 12 seconds left. He's up suddenly. They've got 5-2. Should be 4-2. Wow. Well, he got the escape and takedown. Beg your pardon. 5-3.
my goodness.
Riding time for Posada. Heck of a match.
Whoa.
Great rally by Cody Merrill.
That happened in a 10-second span.
Yeah.
From being down 2-1, almost.
Now the score should be 5-3.
Well, they're going to review this call,
Okay.
right? So they threw the review brick. So I think if the sequence was right, it was 2-1, 3-1 made it right time because he did go over a minute, but Merrill got an escape, which made it
3-2.
3-2, and then he got the takedown.
5-2.
5-3 with right time, unless I didn't get this. Yeah, right time still at 108.
Is there. It's 108. Yeah.
So let's check this sequence out.
So we know that Posada has 3 points.
Yeah, he's got 3.
Merrill could have 4 or 5.
I wonder, are they? Let's try to see. I wonder what they're.
Are they trying to say whether it's escape and takedown or just a reverse?
That's my only guess.
Or just a reverse.
Obviously, I don't know because they're down there. So, but we will figure it out. The final score, I think, is 5-3.
What if they only gave him a reverse?
No, they came and faced each other.
Yeah, they did.
And then he took a shot and he went behind him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. It's got to be escape.
Yeah.
I didn't think.
Like he faced him. They faced each other.
I didn't think there was any doubt on the takedown, but maybe I missed something.
So let's see. Briscoe's hopping up there saying, let's see what he says. Yeah, it's confirmed. No escape. So what do we got here?
Well, so
No
5-3.
escape.
It's got to be 3 though.
3 or 5-4. That's They were challenging their escape.
Well, it's kind of a moot point because it wouldn't have changed the outcome of the match. So Cowboys going 28-7. We head to the big guys. Watch out. Stay with us. Last match of the night. If you're sitting too close to your TV, you might have to move back because if one of these guys throws the other one, we don't want them to land on you. Jackson Mankowski for Stanford comes out, and Mankowski is from another good wrestling community, Madison, Wisconsin. He's a redshirt sophomore. He lost his match at Utah Valley. He goes against Connor Doucette for the Cowboys, the redshirt senior from Comanche, Oklahoma. So this will be our final bout of the night. Oklahoma State leading 28-7.
Got the big boys on the mat.
Connor Doucette worked hard over the offseason to bulk up from a muscle standpoint, lose a little bit of extra weight. He wasn't really heavy, but he firmed up his body, as you can tell. And, of course, the other focus he and the staff had was to generate more offense. That was been the tough thing for him, to fire enough attempts to have chances to score.
Like you said, to that point, Jay, more shots on target, right? More shots on target.
Because so many times in his matches last couple of years, he would only have maybe one good takedown attempt.
Yep.
And if it didn't hit, you'd end up losing 2-1 or having to go overtime, and 2-1 or 2-2, 1-1 tiebreaker, and all that stuff. So
yeah. And that's hard to get on the podium there at an NCAA's,
it is.
man.
You got to have some offense.
Got to get to those legs. So I know that's a big emphasis right here for Doucette and the coaching staff, obviously. So see if he kind of continues to build off of that.
That's the goal for him. And Mankowski is, as we said, from Madison, Wisconsin, redshirt sophomore. feeling each other out so far. Not much going on.
Matter of fact, Jay, you were talking about when we are back here. I think that's going to be Bedlam too, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
For the
January
Cowboys
11th,
and
5
Sooners.
o'clock, Bedlam. And that'll be a good welcome back for the students here on this campus, because they come back right when we're ready to start the semester and see one of their favorite matches.
Yep.
The home schedule has some really good duels.
It does.
Oklahoma here, Iowa, and some really fine matchups and good road matchups. Of course, at Nebraska will be a huge match. Nebraska right now on paper the second best team in the country behind Penn State.
Yep.
Oh, Doucette scored. There you go. That's a good sign for him. Of course, a lot of time left, but I'm not sure he had a first period takedown all last season.
No, he's got to celebrate these little victories and take these steps, right?
Absolutely.
I think, like I said, you know, you're working out with one of the best heavyweights, obviously, in the nation last year, potentially the world, trying to get to that point. But, you know, you got to try to continue to put points on the board, because that's the thing. When you start wrestling in March and postseason and everything like that, you got to find a way to put them on the board, man, because that NCAA, that's a 3-day grind for sure.
So a redshirt senior is Doucette. I always liked he's from Comanche. 9 miles from where I used to live when I was a kid.
Back in the
Just
day.
south of Duncan, home of the great Ricky Stewart. Oh, watch out here. A little bit of danger there for Doucette, but he gets back on top.
But this has obviously been one of his strong points too, right, over his years here
Very
at
good
Oklahoma
riding.
State. He's been really good riding.
Hard to score on, good on top, just had some difficulty generating offense, but he rides out here 101 riding time.
Here's that first takedown here by Doucette. Little underhook throw by. Go get that leg, get it up.
Little change of levels takedown there, wasn't it?
Manikowski kind of bailed out there, but, you know, go create some offense.
Doucette chooses bottom after Manikowski, I believe, deferred, because it would have been his choice. Doucette up to his feet and out of there, takes the score to 4-0. Looking to finish out the match in style. Of course, Oklahoma State has it locked up 28-7. There have been some good back. Oh, back in on the leg shot again, and there's 3.
Little down block attempt, went to re-attack, got Manikowski out of position, finished up on that high crotch.
And he releases it, making 7-1. And you know, easy takedown there. Oh! You know, Doucette won a lot of matches last year without even scoring a takedown by riding time 2-1 or whatever. So I'm sure it's refreshing for his coaches to see him putting on some good offense. 10-2 after the release.
Well, I think one of the key things is obviously the score. You know, he's pretty good on bottom. He's pretty good on top. You know, now you start adding offense on your feet, right? And picking your spot. Hopefully you got a pretty good high percentage rate, but you got to have some, like we talked about earlier, you got to have shots on the target, man.
And he's ranked number 9 preseason. The rankings we're using tonight are the National Wrestling Coaches Association poll. Use different ones during the season. We might use internet or whomever, but and that's based on he was a solid guy last year. There is a stalwart in a takedown. 13-2.
I'm laughing because he hit that, looked over at the corner, kind of hit him with a little smile, you know.
And the release makes it 13-3. Got 10 seconds to get another one, and he does. So that makes it 16-3. Time runs out, 16-3 after 2 periods. And it is, of course, the choice. Manikowski takes bottom. Doucette signals optional start. course, the takedown here, 16-4. A takedown here would end the match with the tech fall. He also has riding time, which obviously won't matter in this one, but unless something crazy happens. Looking for that match-ending take. Got that little throw by, gets the leg.
Oh, good hips. Good hips, yeah.
Kowski,
That's good hips.
Uh-oh, watch out here, though. Working to the corner and behind, and that'll do it. 5 minutes, 41 seconds. The technical fall will be 19-4. Producing fourth tech fall, I believe, for the Cowboys tonight. Mixed final score 33-7. So, good matches tonight, some good scraps by Stanford.
Yes. A lot of action, right? Great crowd, over 7,600 people here tonight. Officials did a great job. These young men went out here and laid it on the line. The two young ladies that got a chance to wrestle during intermission laid it on the line. But a lot of youth, right? We talked about that youth movement, man. We saw a lot of it today with 141, 149, 57, 65, even 97 for that matter, with two freshmen out there on the mat, man. So these guys will go back, recoup, reload, get better, and be ready to compete here in the next week for both of them.
And both these teams are looking forward to building throughout the season because they do have such changeover in the lineups. A lot of young people in the lineups. You never know for the lineups out here tonight might not be the 10 people that are out there in March.
Right.
Don't know. So, thank you for being with us. We really appreciate all the great people watching Big 12 now on ESPN Plus. Final score for the final time, Oklahoma State 33, Stanford 7. Stay with us and watch some wrestling somewhere with someone. There's a lot coming up in November and for the next few months. For Hardell Moore, this is J. Carl Diamond saying thanks and good night, everyone.